It is the result of many hours of research. The families Mestel, Moert, Fischer, Frankel and Moret meet in the Centrum Judaicum in Berlin. Their get-together is based on a university course by Dr. Alina Bothe, in which students looked into the stories of Holocaust victims and their descendants. One of these stories belongs to the family Amster, who lived in Berlin in the late 1930s. Their family is now spread all over the world, and they came together in Berlin from Israel and the US for the laying of stumbling stones, so-called Stolpersteine. On 2 days, the relatives followed the tracks of their ancestors in Berlin. On that journey, they are accompanied by Dr. Bothe. Here in the Centrum Judaicum, Bothe has created an exhibition that opened in July 2018. Main subject is the so-called Polen-Aktion, a Nazi operation in which 1,500 Jews were arrested all over Berlin and deported to the Polish border. Those Berliners had lived here for several decades, but still held Polish passports. In the exhibition, curator Bothe shows 6 families as an example of what happened to the people at the time. Even though the Amsters are not shown here, they were part of the deportation. The exhibition can shed some light on the life of the Berliners.
And once those people were deported, were thrown out of the country, people know immediately what had happened because these shops didn't open again. And it tells you something about how these people were socially and economically embedded into Berlin, how they were intertwined.
A special feature, a database that provides information about the fate of the Jewish inhabitants of Berlin. For the Amster family, it is a possibility to learn more about the life and the deportation of their ancestors. Rebecca, who did the research on the Amster family, assists the relatives in using the database, since it's only available in German. After almost 2 hours, the guided tour comes to an end. But Dr. Bothe has one last highlight for the families: the stumbling blocks with names of their ancestors engraved in them. Those were part of the exhibition so far and will be laid on the streets the next day. It's a cause of joy for the families when the concept of the Stumbling Stone project is being explained. Some criticize it for having people trample over the Jewish victims, while others, including the project initiator Gunther Demning, say one is bowing in front of the deported. Some pictures are made with the stumbling stones before the families are leaving entries in the visitors book. The next day. Early in the morning, the first ceremony attendees are gathering in front of the former flat of the Amsters at Maxbergstraße 50. They mainly consist of contemporary witnesses who lived through the Nazi regime and saw its crimes as children. One of them is Eleonora Kujawa, born in 1930.
I am here today because I don't want the Nazi time to be forgotten. I witnessed the war as a child, and I always wondered why our people were abroad in other countries where they did not belong. It was always claimed that the Germans were going to win, and I thought, why should it be us?
The family members arrive. Amongst them is Doris, the last living eyewitness of the family. She does not have many memories of the time. She was too young when the so-called Polen-Aktion began. But pictures are remaining. Finally, the construction worker arrives. He works for the Stumbling Stone project as a volunteer. With his help, 70,000 stones were laid by October 2018. Before the actual work can start, however, the family has to decide about the exact location and order of the stones. Then the procedure commences. The cleaning of the future location of the stones, the removal of dirt and rubbish. Afterwards, some stones have to be removed to be replaced with the stumbling blocks. Every laying is unique. The exact procedure is determined by the volunteers. In this special case, the victim's family can design the event themselves. It's a special and moving event for the whole family. One of the far-traveled family members is Andy, great-grandson of the deported Amsters.
And we come to Berlin with a heavy heart because of what has happened here to the Jewish people and to our family in particular.
Andy's mother, Doris, also takes the opportunity to say a few words to the relatives.
I never thought I would return to my birthplace because of all the atrocities that happened here. The fact that we are here today outside the house where Leah, Beryl, and Yehuda lived is a testimony to the fact that we remember them and will forever honor their memories.
One of the contemporary witnesses takes the opportunity too to say a few words at the end of the ceremony.
He did not understand a word, but he felt the deep sorrow and the deep passion caring for your family in this moment. And he is bowing in shame as a German, as a young boy, and he's telling you that his mother did know what was happening and that everyone knew what was happening.
The ceremony means a lot to the relatives. It is part of the confrontation with their own family history. It's also a statement against forgetting the past and what was done to their ancestors. Ari thinks like that too. He's the great-great-grandson of the Berlin-Amsters.
I just wanted to thank everyone who helped put this together. This is one of the most powerful moments of my life, recognizing what my family has been through, where we came from, and seeing 3 generations here today. We have a 4th generation obviously at home, they couldn't make it, but the idea of bringing them here together with all of us just makes us all happy.
The stumbling blocks became an important location for the family of their own history, which can also be visited by future generations. They are sure to visit and remember the Berlin-Amsters here at their former living place.